The only thing that will happen if people were to have their personal independence payments, a universal credit for health element withdrawn, is this whole mythical notion that somehow we're going to get people of benefits into work has been tried on a multitude by a multitude of prime ministers over the years. So Tony Blair tried it, Gordon Brown tried it, David Cameron was the most aggressive and hard-line prime minister to try it. Then we saw a little bit under Theresa May, Boris Johnson not so much because of the pandemic. Liz Truss was only given 49 days to run the country. Rishi Sunak tried, and Sir Keir Starmer is trying very hard to get disabled people off benefits and into work. The problem is that there are not even enough jobs to go around for those people who are able-bodied and able-minded, never mind people who are disabled. And this man, Farage, now wants to send disabled people into the jobs bonfire, the hellfire that we're seeing at the moment. Graduates with PhD degrees aren't even getting an interview or a response when they're looking for jobs. So how can the most disadvantaged, the most disabled and the most vulnerable in society be able to get a job at a time when even people with PhD qualifications cannot get a job? We also see more graduates working in non-graduate jobs. For example, I've seen graduates working in retail and wholesale, hospitality and catering, leisure travel and tourism jobs that are usually reserved for non-graduates from very low socio-economic backgrounds. So where are these magical jobs for disabled people going to come from so that we can get these people to work? Accessibility is a major issue which is stopping disabled people from working. If you don't provide specialist transportation, for example getting people to work, but use a taxi to work instead of expecting people to use buses to go to work, then we can't get the sickness benefits bill down. And all we're going to see is more people being signed off, which is what we're seeing at this current moment in time. Many workplaces don't have disabled hoists, ramps or lifts, never mind disabled toilets, which is very much a rarity, and what is even more rare are disabled showers in the workplace. So how can disabled people work when there are no disabled facilities for them? And that is why I oppose cutting welfare, because we're basically going to send disabled people into workplaces ill-prepared, ill-equipped, and also send them into very, very dark situations where they will not be able to work. They probably will not want to return after the first day or their first shift of work, and then they're going to be told that they can't claim benefits all over again when they need to claim it because their employer does not want to accommodate their needs. Hiring a disabled person is more expensive and more complex than hiring a non-disabled person, because you've got to work with their needs. You've got to have the aids and adaptations and the support systems and the mechanisms in place to hire them. You cannot expect a disabled person to wake up every morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, or at 5 o'clock in the morning, or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, whatever it is, to do various shift patterns, to work 8 till 4, Monday to Friday, in the way that everyone else does. Hence why they're called disabled in the first place. And yes, it is the case. I'm not saying that I personally do not want to go back into the EU, because we would have to join the Euro and the Schengen, which I oppose. But was Brexit sold on a false pretense? Both sides lied. The Remain side lied and the Leave side lied. That's what I was saying in earlier, and that's why we cannot take this Chancellor once again and listen to his drivel about disabilities when he has never done even a proper day's work in his life.